Hello and welcome to DFS Coach Talk. Today is February the 13th, Sunday, and it happens to be Super Bowl Sunday. So here we are, one of the more exciting sports days of the year. We are fired up at Coach Talk here. If you haven't caught our podcast for the NFL Super Bowl, definitely check it out. We've got the three-man booth with Andrew, Crash, and Jet all sharing some good info. So plenty of time to catch that. And then today, also, there's two NBA games that start at 2 and 3 Eastern. And I love playing the NBA when there's other big sporting events going on because we get a little influx of fish swimming into the NBA pool looking for a little additional action that are playing the Super Bowl in this instance. So, let's get the net out, scoop up some of those fish, and pump up the account a little bit before the Super Bowl. So that's why I'm here today to do the 2-game slate. And it's an interesting one, too. So, by the way, I'm Joe Sarvati, affectionately known as Coach, and really excited about the Super Bowl tonight. Should be fun. Really good game, a lot of hype around it. Really is something to look forward to. So, all right, I'm ready to get into this 2-game slate here so we can get you some winners and then you can get along your way and prepare for the big game. All right, the first game of the night or the day. It's 2 p.m. Eastern, Atlanta Hawks, Boston Celtics, both teams on an island game. Boston's favored by 6.5. It's a 220 total. 106.75 implied for Atlanta, 113.25 implied for the Boston Celtics. Atlanta comes into the game 26 and 29, Boston 32 and 25, and they have been hot. As far as designations here, we're expecting Trae Young to play. He's probable. As far as Jalen Johnson, he is also probable. He's a guy back, that their youngster that had been out for some time. And then you've got also DeLon Wright is probable. The only guy out, and it's a big one, it's John Collins will not play in this game. So we'll talk more about that in a bit. For Boston, the welcoming home party for Daniel Tice, he is probable, and he is back with Boston. Statistically speaking, in this game, we've got Atlanta, the 15th pace, and Boston 21st, so below average there. Atlanta's defense has been atrocious. They're 27th. Boston, however, second, so they have moved all the way into the 2 spot defensively. As far as the rotation here, obviously Atlanta will have their regular starters of Young, Bogdanovich, Herter, and Capella. But with John Collins out, that does change a lot. Right now, I'm believing it's either going to be DeAndre Hunter or Danilo Gallinari filling in that 4th spot. They'll probably rotate with Herter as well and Bogdanovich. They're all going to split a little bit of minutes there. What it does, though, it increases a little bit of extra time for Capella because Collins usually shifts down and plays a little center. Also, Okongwu off the bench could get some extra minutes from that absence of Collins. Tough defense for Boston, hard to pay up for the 9-8 for Trae. But again, it's a 2-game slate, so it's an option. You do get great prices on those that group that I mentioned. Bogdanovich is only 5'2", Herter 4'9", Hunter 4'7", and Gallinari 4'6", and even better, Okongwu 3'6". So certainly some value to get from the Atlanta side that can really help the pay up options here, and even a pay down along with Trae on that side makes sense. For the Boston side, you've got probable starters: Smart, Brown, Tatum, Horford, and Williams. Robert Williams has been on a heck of a run here. He's up to 7-7, which is a little expensive, but man, has he been paying that off. And really, Cat's the buy-up center on this 2-gamer, and he's going to be massively owned. But I think the pivot is to Robert Williams. It saves you exactly 2,000 on DraftKings, and he has been playing very well. The buy up, usually I don't go both Brown and Tatum, so I'm definitely interested in dialing up one or the other. Brown's 8.6 and Tatum's 9.6, so you can save 1,000 on the Brown side of it, but I actually like Tatum a little bit better here. I think he's a great pay up option. He fits against Atlanta, which I believe is going to be their weakness at the 3-4 spots, especially with Collins out. So Tatum is definitely right now in my lineup and looking to work with that. He was over 10 a few times, so 9.6 is a big number, but I think it's worth it here. So certainly going to have some exposure to Boston to exploit this poor Atlanta defense. All right, game 2, Minnesota Timberwolves, Indiana Pacers, 236, so 16 points higher. Obviously, more possessions, more opportunity for points here. So certainly have to consider this one. Minnesota also favored by 6.5, and it's a big 121.25. When it's over 120, man, it is boxcars usually. Indiana, a decent 114.75. Minnesota comes in 2 games over 500, 29 and 27. Indiana, 19 and 38. Somewhat of a disaster season, but they are on the rebuild. They're fired up that they have Halliburton and Hield, and they're just trying a whole new direction. So we'll see how that goes down the road. But Anthony Edwards is the news here. He's questionable. That's really the big one on Minnesota side. And then the big one on Indiana side is Brogdon. He's questionable. He's been questionable for like a month, and he has not played yet. So I'll be watching the news. I'll be posting in Discord. I'm not expecting him to play, but, why would he be questionable every day if he's not getting closer and closer? So that is very important news, though, on both sides. A couple of things you can look at here as well is McKinley Wright is out, by the way, for Minnesota. Not that that matters. And Indiana, it looks like Isaiah Jackson is out. That's very big. And McConnell, Turner, and Warren, we know, are already out. So definitely, makes it thin for the bigs for Indiana, and something that we're really going to have to dive into here. Statistically speaking, Minnesota is the second fastest team in the league. So that definitely helps Indiana. And I'll tell you, Indiana is only 17th. But since they made these trades with Halliburton, Duarte, and Hield running in the front court or back court, it looks like they're really going to increase the pace. So I'm really excited about this game. I think Minnesota, we know, already plays extremely fast. I think Indiana, you're going to see move into the top 10 as the season goes on. They're not doing the half-court sets for Sabonis. That's gone. He's traded. And now that, they're running these guards, and even if Brogdon's back, I mean, they're going to push the ball and get up and down the court. So I really like this game all told for, pace, and want to have a majority of players from this game of the 2 games. As far as defensive efficiency, you've got Minnesota 16th, Indiana 26th. So just another reason to be able to attack these 2 teams. So let's talk about where we're going to stack this one up. I want to start with Indiana. Again, if Brogdon's out, I'm counting him out right now, but we'll update that. All 3 guys have to be in consideration here. Halliburton, Duarte, and Hill. Halliburton's 8'2". Duarte is 5'7", and Hield is 5'6". It looks like Hield's going to be a bigger part of that trade. Everybody just talked about Sabonis for Halliburton, but Hield is really a guy that can score. He seems to be embracing this opportunity to get out of Sacramento. I mean, I'm sure a lot of guys, would like to do that. And the price is decent. So, Duarte at 5'7", Hield at 5'6", really are key targets here for me. You're getting a lot of play from O'Shea Brissett at 4-5 with all the bigs out. And I think he's a terrific play again. He's been playing consistently big minutes and really like his potential here. I think that the Goga Batadze, I think, is going to split minutes with Jalen Smith. That's a guy it's a real sleeper here. Jalen Smith, who for some reason the youngster that the Suns pretty much had given up on, they traded him to the Pacers, and he looked fantastic and, stepping out on the court with them. He's only 3-2. I do think he's going to split minutes with Goga at center, so I'm a little worried about those two not getting enough each. But I mean, with the fact that Jackson is out, you're probably going to see, a good 20, 22 minutes each from those guys. The only other, people that could play any center is a much undersized Brissett or maybe a little bit of Terry Taylor. But for me, it's, I'm very interested in Brissett. I'm going to play Smith in a GPP, and I'm going to focus on that backcourt of Halliburton, Duarte, and Hill. For Minnesota, we really need to know if Anthony Edwards is going to play or not. As of right now, I'm counting him in. But again, if that changes, we'll talk about it. And it changes a lot. If he's out, then D'Angelo Russell becomes a must play for me. If he's in, I'm not sure I'm going to go there. But you do have a cheaper option in Pat Bev at 4.9, Jared Vanderbilt at 4.8, who's had a decent season. And then again, the big pay up center everybody's going to use, and I'll have him in a lineup is Cat, but I will have a pivot to Robert Williams as well. After that, the bench is all playing decent. McDaniels, Beasley, Reed, they've all stepped up of late. But I think, focusing more on, Edwards is if he's in with no restrictions. If Edwards out, then Russell, and then a possibility of going value with either Beverly or Vanderbilt. And, of course, having Cat anchor that center spot in a couple lineups, and then Robert Williams in the additional. So that is it. 2 solid games, 2 fun games to watch. Great warm up for the Super Bowl. And again, hopefully we have some of those big fishes swimming over into the NBA that are on there to play the NFL for the Super Bowl. So that is it, my friends. I'm excited for this day, excited for the bowl. It's always a blast. Be careful out there. If you're celebrating, drinking, don't drive. I've had a couple friends get in some trouble there on Super Bowl Sunday trying to drive. Just get an Uber or do what you got to do. But enjoy the game, party it up. We have some great picks coming out this afternoon in Discord from both Andrew and Crash. That's at 5:30 p.m. Then I'll be posting my lineups 30 minutes before lock here, about 1:35 in Discord for DraftKings, FanDuel, and Yahoo. So we'd love to have you join us. It's a perfect time to join us. We have a 3-day pass for as little as $10. Just go to dfscoachtalk.com. You can sign up there. We'll invite you right into Discord, and you'll be a part of what we have going on. We also have a wonderful relationship. A partnership actually that we announced just the other day with Prize Picks. We're doing a lot of Prize Picks information in Discord and with our picks when we're releasing those in each day. And if you want to jump on Prize Picks for the Super Bowl, they have an incredible amount of options there. Just dive on. It's the hottest thing in the industry right now. Prizepicks.com. You can catch them there. When you sign up, though, use the promo code CoachTalk. All one word, no space, CoachTalk, and you get 100% match all the way up to $100 on your first deposit. And it's not the kind that drips into the account $2 at a time. You put the 100 in, you get 100 match or 50, whatever you determine to put in there. So definitely something to take advantage of. Also, we have a special announcement either probably in the morning that'll come out that we're going to have a special offer now that the NFL is officially over. we have a special offer here coming to join Coach Talk. So keep an eye out for that. We'll have it out on Twitter, on our website, in Discord. It'll be everywhere. So thank you so much for listening in. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, stay safe out there, and enjoy the big game. I am going to be rooting for the Bengals, but I'm picking the Rams. I think the Rams just too tough defensively. So we'll see how it goes. All right, enjoy it. Have a good one. I'll be back tomorrow with a phenomenal 9-game NBA slate. So we'll break that down for you tomorrow morning, and we'll be ready to get after it in the NBA. This is a short week in the NBA because the All-Star game's coming. So that All-Star break will be upon us soon. So we're going to have a very busy week this week. Let's crush the NBA before we get that break for sure. All right. Thank you. We'll be back again tomorrow when we look to crush it in NBA DFS.